How to Not Suck at CSGO, The Psychology of Counter-Strike Part 2. Today I will be talking about the mental aspect of the pistol and save rounds. But before we get to that, I want to ask a question. Is Counter-Strike just a game? There is no straight answer to this question because it depends on the player and the context behind it. So for example, if you're a big shot clan and you're playing for huge money and you spend some of your own money to get to the tournament and stuff like that, then it's a very competitive thing. And I don't want to sound overly dramatic, but you're fighting for your own survival at some point because you're using this money to live off of it or something like this, I don't know. On the other hand, you can be a snarky internet asshole and be like, it's an interactive piece of software and it has like goals and parameters, so it's just a game. But this doesn't help anybody. So oftentimes when people are being jerky jerks or trolls or whatever online, I see some other people tend to say, relax, it's just a game or something to that effect. And this is actually bad because it escalates the situation, and that's not what you want to do. So if somebody is mad at you, let's say, for example, I don't know, your mom is yelling at you because you didn't do your homework in grade 5. If you tell her to calm down, you won't really expect it to work. Another example, if you poop on your neighbor's lawn when you're drunk and they get mad, you can't really just say, come on man, it's just poop. It's the fact that you did that to them that's the problem. So when you say to somebody, relax, it's just a game, even though it technically is a game, they're gonna feel like you're attacking them personally or whatever. Now the good news is, you can use your team's spirit, competitive, uncompetitive, whatever it is, to your own advantage. If you're playing with some dudes that just wanna smoke and play Counter-Strike, man, then nothing to worry about. You can feel free to suggest, fun new strategies to try out and basically get them to play the game without them even realizing it. But, you just gotta be casual and friendly and go with the flow. This is kind of, maybe a little manipulative, but if you're the competitive kind of person and they're not, this is the common ground. Now, if you're playing with the overly competitive crowd, like, bros that are like, fuck yeah, America, gonna crack some skulls, bitch, then it's not a big deal. You can just pretend to be one of them, Like, it sounds dumb, but if you just pretend to be one of them, it'll keep the team positive and no one's gonna get mad at you or you won't get mad at them. And the team needs to be in the right frame of mind in order to be able to execute the actual gameplay. So, keep in mind that if you appeal to your teams, English, competitive or uncompetitive spirit, you can use it to your advantage and your team's advantage. As human beings, we have many rights, well, in theory, but one thing you don't have the right to is to bitch at your team for losing a pistol or save round. Losing a pistol round is only a big deal if you make it out to be a big deal. All a pistol round loss is just delaying you to get back into the action. Now, you're going to save for 2 rounds, maybe 3 after the pistol loss, and it's going to get hard, it's going to get demotivating, because chances are you're going to get crushed during those rounds, because obviously the other team will have plenty of big guns, and all you have is like a Glock and, I don't know, your feeling of self-worth. So don't get mad at your team, because this will create an even more negative energy within the team, and then everyone will be demotivated for when they're back in the game. Now, save rounds should actually be tactical, and I'll post an actual gameplay tutorial for this in the future, but for now, what I mean by this is that you should set up kill boxes when you're playing a save round. So if you have no pistols, no guns, no grenades, no armor, just pistols, set up a kill box somewhere with your entire team. Chances are in public matchmaking, 1 or 2 players cannot sit still for 2 minutes on the other team, and they will run around and walk into your trap. Pistol versus guns, not a good mix, but 5 pistols versus 1 gun, pretty good mix. This is actually great because A, you will slow down their inflow of cash because they'll have to buy again, and then B, you're getting extra cash for your team. So chances are maybe in the second round, after you lose the pistol round, so the second overall round, you get 2 kills in that round and wait out the round, and nobody else dies on your team or whatever. You will have tons of money to shell out to your team, so you can actually get back in the action in the second round, and not just the third and fourth round. this is a great surprise tactic because they will think, oh, they're saving, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, my voice is going there. But anyway, the point is, do not give momentum to the other team and do not be your own undoing. If you lose save rounds or pistol rounds, it's not a big deal, you're just delaying yourself getting back into the fight. Don't get demotivated. I've listed the most important points from the past few minutes on this slide, and if you can remember these points, you can remember the whole presentation, no worries. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please continue to share these videos with other players. Maybe in the future one day we will all live in a world where the majority of Counter-Strike players are nice people. And while we're dreaming, in this dream world, why not have some free beer?